The topic is the crisis. What is the crisis? The crisis can be viewed as an integral component of everyday life situation. The crisis influences the people's everyday life in a different ways. As a consequence of the crisis, the individuals or experiences may go down to a lower or less healthy level of functioning than what was the before the crisis. The crisis means the crisis because of the crisis the individual's lives are changing in their life, their daily activities, they whatever they want to do, the crisis will be as a barrier to do the work. So the crisis can be influence the people's integral component. It will be influence the people disequilibrium. So the people they cannot able to do their works, they have to be depending on the people's. uh, the crisis can consequences of a crisis individuals experiences may go low down. Some crisis Sometimes the crisis consequences are the peoples are faced by the peoples, so sometimes they may go down, they feel lesser than the others. Sometimes the crisis has giving the making the man to power to solve the problems in their future life. That is the crisis. The crisis because of the challenging of the crisis, it will be new strengths and skills or coping mechanisms are come out. Sometimes the crisis will come from as a to take the challenges in our life, and through these challenges the man has to getting the new strengths, new skills from the crisis. So this kind of crisis make the man as a uh, incapable to the capable person. That is the crisis. The crisis means the man has changing their life. The crisis changed the man's life. The types of crisis we can see is the types of crisis means situational crisis, maturational crisis, and a social crisis. The situational crisis means when the man has lost any loved persons in their life, that is the crisis. Situational crisis based on the situation, the man has go down the lower level of activities. The signs and symptoms of the crisis we can see this: uh, anxiety, depression, and incapable of to do their works, and they did not sometimes they will not be believe the any persons in their life. uh, that is the situational crisis. The situational crisis in another important barrier is to remove the any allowed objectives from their life, so they cannot able to accept the what is before going to be happened in their life. That is the situational crisis. Based on the situation, when the person has lost anything from their life or any object is from their removed from their life, that is the situational crisis. Based on the situation, when the man has faced the faced the any consequences during their life, that is the situation. And the maturational crisis is the maturational crisis is the man has maturity levels as some for example of the maturational crisis is if the man has went for the any higher studies to the any state other state, the maturation is helpful live in the to live in the country with their cultures. So the man has to change their life activities and to change their habits to according to the crisis. If the man may not able to change their life in the any country or any state, it will be facing any consequences of their life. The maturational crisis the maturational crisis is uh, to adapt their themselves according to the cultures or regarding their cultures among the peoples. That is the maturational crisis. The man will not able to refuse the any women's. any humans in their life. They have to be adjust themselves in the situations. That is the maturational crisis. They may not be refused themselves before the any one or any kind of situation what is before in their life. She does not able to refused that. That is the maturational crisis. And the social crisis is, the social crisis example is floods, tsunami, floods and tsunamis. The floods are example of the social crisis is floods. During the floods, during the floods, the disaster management will be helpful to give the information to the people to face the to save their lives. So according to their given information, according to the information of disaster management, the people has to be arranged themselves or any, they have to be arranged the food and water, clothes regarding the any what they need, they have to be arranged. That is the uh, social crisis. Regarding of the social crisis, the consequences of the social crisis is people they are lost their socio-economic status, and they sometimes they are incapable of the lives. During the wars, the soldiers are getting the any incapable of activities. The Indian government has to provide the any disablement act. It will helpful to the people to give the to change the to chase the challenges in their life throughout their life. uh, for example, because of the social crisis, in a occupational crisis means if the bill during the time of any work, the man has to be getting the any disablement. The Indian government has enacted that to give the pension to the people during the life according to their illnesses. So uh, according to their illnesses, they have to give the disablement act. So the man has to get the, so the man has get the money from the Indian government to change their life, to, if the man has getting the any disablement regarding the any work of social crisis, how the man has lead their life, they cannot able to lead their life, and their families also making them incapable. So the Indian, it will be helpful to the to lead their life. It doesn't mean that the man, when the disablement has to occur by, when the disablement is occurred to the man, it does not mean that the act will be given the throughout their life to give the pension. When the man has get the any if the man is dead unexpectedly, the government has given the money until the woman is marriage in the remarriage. Woman is managing remarriage. So when the woman get the remarriage, the function will stop. That is the social crisis. Because of the social crisis, the man has getting the incapable of doing their works, and to do their and because of the disablement, the man has to depending themselves to the family members. So it will be incapable of their life. That is the characteristics of the crisis means depression, suicide, anxiety, and they didn't believe the any persons in their life. The interview now, from here we have to discussing about the what is the crisis, types of the crisis. In the types of the crisis, situational crisis, maturational crisis, and social crisis. The characteristics of the crisis also we are discussing. Now intervention of the crisis is, the intervention is for same for the all situational of the crisis. No, it's not for the crisis. Intervention is not same for the all the crisis. According to the crisis, the intervention is given to the patients or the client. If the, first, the principles of the crisis is assess the people. We have to take the history collection of the client, past history and the present history. If the in the past history, if the man getting the any consequences in the same crisis in their past, if they are getting the, if they got the any crisis in their life or not, we have to be assessed. And then we do not set the any time for the people to take the information. If we are set the time, uh, if we are set the time for the client, we will not able to get the more information from the patients regarding the situation. We are believing to the client, so the man has to be given the more information. When the believeness and good rapport with the patient, he or she does give the more information regarding their crisis or whatever they are facing throughout their life. And we should not able to judge the client. Non-judgmental attitude is very important to the man. As a healthcare profession, the non-judgmental attitude is very important to take the information from them. We have to give in them health education to regarding to the crisis. And what is the education we have to give the regarding to the crisis? uh, we have to be giving the what was happened to her. We have to be each and everything explaining to the patient. Then we have to be make them to uh, believeness on yourself. So by the believeness, they have to be listen your words, and it will easy to give the intervention to them. By the assess information, we can able to get the more in information, and we have to get the, and we have to be set the time of, and we have to set the goal of what is necessary to do the intervention to the peoples. That is the principles of the crisis. uh, by the crisis, we have to be strengthen the peoples, we have to be strengthen the client. By the people, we have to strengthen the people's, they have whatever situation they have to be facing in the past, and then they are going to be facing in their situation. Whatever situation is it, they have to be make the people to get the strong, to get the strength to face the future problems also. In emergency situation, the crisis is attempted suicides and attempted suicide. Some people, they are due the attempted suicide. So regarding that situation, we have to be support them, the peoples, what is the main cause to do the suicide. So some people are judge them, some people are judge them the client. So because of that, they may have to be go the lesser than low situations. They didn't listen the anyone, they didn't believe the any persons in their life. So we have to give the more information regarding them. We have to be support the people to come out the situation also. That is the crisis intervention is given to the people. So thank you all.